Howdy friends, Brian Flechsig of Mad River Outfitters in the Midwest Fly Fishing Schools, and welcome back to another one of our product reviews. You know, actually this is a follow-up to some of the Plier reviews that we did many moons ago. Very popular videos, thank you for watching. And no, we're not going to be doing any drinking today, this is all serious business. It was about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, a guy by the name of Hank Manley sent me an email and he said, Brian, he said, thanks for doing the videos and talking up the Manley Pliers, which many of you know how I feel about my Manley Pliers. And Hank said, I've got a new product that I'd like to send over to you and I want you to check it out and maybe do a review. So Hank and the rest of you, here you go. I'm here today to talk about the new and improved Manley Nipper Gripper. And I'll be honest with you, when we first started dealing with Manley Pliers a dozen years ago or so, they made this tool and it was supposed to be for kind of light duty fly fishing type stuff. And we got them in and no offense, Hank or Manley, it was not a great tool. So Hank sent me this new version of it and I gotta tell you, he's knocked it out of the park. Congrats Hank and the Manley company. This is probably my new favorite fly fishing pliers and tool. And first of all, let's talk about the cutter because that's where the first version of this failed. This cutter is greatly improved, and in fact, Hank acknowledged the fact that the cutter was horrible on the first one, I'll just say it. But the cutter on these is absolutely fantastic. He designed it for, like I said, light duty type fishing, and it will cut, if I can get it out here, hold on. There we go, reach in. It will cut just about anything that you're going to use while fishing. For example, here's 5X tippet. And a lot of times when you get down into the really light tippets, a lot of cutters on pliers fail, and just like butter. I tell you, 5X tippet, just like butter. And here's the other thing, it cuts it cleanly. A lot of times cutters on pliers will not cut really cleanly and then you have trouble getting it through the eye of the hook. And that's what Hank told me, that that's what this would do, and kudos, it does. Here's 40 pound, 0.024 monofilament, like butter, and clean as a whistle. How about 80 pound? Perfect, of course, like butter. And then the wire test, 40 pound wire, just like butter. Huge improvement. Hank, I don't know what you did, but this is an excellent cutter. But the advantage that this may give you over the Manley pliers that I've shown you before is that the jaws are much finer, okay? And in fact, you can come in and easily crimp the barbs on small flies, easily right in, just like butter, crimps that barb right down, nothing left. And then on bigger flies, heavier hooks, it works equally as well. Crimp that barb down. And then of course, the jaws being much smaller profile, you're able to reach into the jaws of a fish and pull out those smaller flies. It has a longer nose than my original 5.5 inch Manley pliers. And you can get in there, grab the hooks, pull them out, just a variety of things. These are also spring-loaded, which is nice, and then it's got a little lock here when you don't want them to open up, and they can fit nicely and neatly into your Manley scabbard. Nice rubber grips on them too, really a great product. That's going to be with me in freshwater and saltwater. They're made out of stainless steel on the jaws. I really can't say enough about them. This is my new favorite pair of fly fishing pliers. Of course, you can check them out at madriveroutfitters.com. There's a link right down there below. And I believe these are currently selling for $59.95. And so you get basically a nipper that's going to do everything you need to do for fresh and saltwater. And then you've got a nice kind of almost needle nose type pair of pliers here that can do everything you need it to do. So there you go, the Manley Nipper Grippers, available at madriveroutfitters.com. I forgot to mention, the cutters do not do a great job on braid or backing. But for us fly fishers, we're not messing around with our backing when we're on the water, and very rarely am I having to cut braid. So that's the only downfall about them. Just don't want to mislead anybody. Check them out at madriveroutfitters.com. As always, we appreciate you watching, and stay tuned. We've got a lot more coming at you, and be sure that you subscribe because it's free. Thanks for being here. If you like this video, hit subscribe. It helps out a lot. And check out these videos. We think you might like them too.